It's making noise. This one's going to be a fun one. I don't know how long it lasts, Floyd.
You don't know, but we'll see.
Boy, it is rumbling here. The fans from Kyrgyzstan making noise for their man Samat Abdirahmanov against the Argentinian Nicolas Veron, who incidentally happens to be promoted by Marcos Maidana.
Well, we'll see if he's here to fight or he's here for the payday.
Well, very much so. Look at the size difference height-wise. My goodness, he looks like he could play in college basketball. I know we're in the midst of March Madness right now. Big right hand already connecting.
They said there's a lot of upsets in the March Madness so far.
Yeah, Purdue went down to number 16 seed. Only the second time that happened. It's a big right hand that landed by Abdirahmanov. He is a bare knuckle, one of the best bare knuckle fighters in the world, the HBA middleweight champion of the world. He's 1-0 coming off of a win over Elvin Brito back on Christmas night. Is Abdirahmanov. Anytime Abdirahmanov makes any move, Floyd, the fans just erupt.
Well, the fans can't fight for you. You know, I've dealt with this before throughout my career, and a lot of times it persuades the judges.
Did you enjoy that when you, took the crowd out of fights? Or did it not really matter to you because you were getting business done?
Oh, it didn't really matter. I knew that came with the territory. That's a part of boxing. Everybody's not going to love you. Everybody's not going to like you, but you have to go out there, stay focused, and do your job. Whereas right here, the fans are screaming. There's really no shots really landing from either side.
You've been so generous to give me an ice water, but I felt like in your career you had ice water in your veins when you fought. And look at this, Veron said, come on, come forward, you want to fight? But you know what, for Abdirahmanov, he's using his jab. You would think a bare knuckle fighter is going to come and start throwing just big power shots as we saw in our last fight, but Abdirahmanov is using things off his jab. He's showing some basic fundamentals boxing-wise. Now he goes to southpaw.
This is a little different. This is not bare knuckle.
There's a right hand by Veron that lands for the Argentinian. He goes to the body. Does the 28-year-old from Argentina. A couple right hands, though, by Abdirahmanov. There's a 5-year age difference. Abdirahmanov is 23 years of age. 28 is Nicolas Veron. He's 10-9-1. Of his 10 wins, 3 by knockout.
They kind of do things different. So a lot of times, when I'm commentating, they say, well, maybe I don't have the stats right. Well, they're not putting the stats right, so I apologize.
I mean, look, we are making do with what we got, and off we go. But I tell you what, that first round was entertaining.
Yes, it was entertaining because of the fans. We finally getting the fans to stand up and cheer, whereas in America, the fans are a little bit different from the fans overseas. The fans in America are a little bit amped up, a little bit wilder, whereas over here they're more calm. And if it's a fighter that they're here to support, then they will stand up and cheer. So that's the difference.
Did it, when you went ahead and fought, and when you think about that, it comes to mind Japan. Was it different fighting in Japan for you? Because that's what really stands out to me. And when you come overseas, when the fans are kind of quiet, and then something happens, and then they erupt right away.
Oh, in Japan, 60,000.
Unbelievable.
60. I think it was 60. One time I think it was 80. One time it was 60. I don't really know the number. I know it's somewhere upwards of 60 to 80,000. But that's a part of the sport that comes with the territory. You live, you learn, you fight.
Bottom line, you're getting work done in the ring.
Absolutely. That's what we do.
All right, now Abdirahmanov looking to get things done to please his fans here from Kyrgyzstan.
Second one, I like that he's using his range. So he's trying to use his boxing skills to let everybody know.
He just got clipped by Veron, but he answered right back.
As we can see, Chino Madonna, his fighter.
It looked like a little bit of a forearm there with the left hook from Veron, but Veron trying to cut off the ring. He's got a lot of distance to make up, does Veron from Argentina. Veron wearing the white trunks, wearing the black, Abdi Rakhmonov. Very interesting fight here between the 1-0 bare knuckler champion in Abdi Rakhmonov and the boxer from Argentina, Veron.
The referee is in the way too much. You need to let him fight.
I always like referees where you didn't even notice that they were there. I mean, they were there, but not really. Now they tie up. See if the referee will let them fight out of the break. He does. Right hand by Abdi Rakhmonov. It's fair to say things are getting chippy in there, Floyd.
Yes. Look like WWE.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is not MMA or professional wrestling. Although you did that as well.
This round is a little bit different from the first round.
I think it's getting a little bit more physical in there between these two. It's a right hand by Abdi Rakhmonov, looking to answer back as Veron. The jab followed by a right hand. Abdi Rakhmonov has almost abandoned the jab here in the second round, Floyd.
Well, he don't really care about that. He coming in for the knockout.
There's a left hook by Abdi Rakhmonov, chopping right hand by Veron. They're hitting on the break, continuing to wail away. I hate to date myself, but this is like an old Western movie. It's a gunfight at the OK Corral from what we seem like. Both guys are just looking to throw heavy leather and seeing what lands.
Well, as you can see, he has to get a knockout. They're not going to give it to him. You can just tell
Veron certainly is in enemy territory.
Absolutely.
I think it's fair to say. The fans from Kyrgyzstan making a lot of noise as we enter into the third round. This one is scheduled for 4. Number 3. So for the audience that's watching around the world,
for the audience that's watching, talk to me.
You know, we got one more fight before our main event. So we're inching closer to our main event. Jarrell Miller, Lucas Brown. Miller ranked number 11, Brown ranked number 10 in the world in the WBA. So we got one more fight in the cruiserweight division, and then we will get into our main event. But now we're into the third round with Samat Abdi Rakhmonov of Kyrgyzstan and Nicolas Veron of Argentina. Now we're seeing Abdi Rakhmonov use his jab a little bit more, as he did in the first round.
He's using his range, but he's closing the gap. He's seeing that boxing and bare knuckle is totally different.
Absolutely. Big right hand there by Abdi Rakhmonov. And what people don't realize is that they draw massive crowds in Russia, like 20, 30,000. To watch bare knuckle, and time being called by a referee in charge.
As you can see, it has to be huge bare knuckle. He has the biggest fan base in here.
Yes, exactly. They are certainly very much in favor of the middleweight champion. Uh-oh, they both hit on the break. Point deduction coming up.
No, that's not fair.
Veron gets deducted a point.
It's favoritism.
if you were going to deduct a point, I think you should deduct it from both guys, or just let it go.
I totally disagree. He's already in a disadvantage.
There's a right hand by Abdi Rakhmonov. So Nicholas Veron deducted a point here in the third round. And Veron was almost complaining to the ref as to be like, hey, are you going to let me fight or what? The 23-year-old Abdi Rakhmonov towering over now. He's got him like in a headlock, a guillotine choke. And now a point deducted from Abdi Rakhmonov.
That's fair.
So now it's a wash. It's a 9-9 round.
Yes. It's all about being fair.
There's a right hand by Abdi Rakhmonov. Two right hands on the temple of Veron. Another right hand by Abdi Rakhmonov, but back comes Veron. Is it the most aesthetically pleasing fight? No, but is it entertaining? From my standpoint, I would say yes.
Hardcore Boxing League, they said you're going to bring nothing but exciting fights, and it's exciting.
And you got to, Floyd, I'm mesmerized by the production here. I mean, it's unbelievable here in Dubai.
Yes, I love it. The place that's set up more for the VIPs.
Certainly a very enthusiastic crowd, especially with Abdi Rakhmonov. Now Abdi Rakhmonov, he goes to southpaw, loading, couple left hooks, and he goes back to conventional. But there's nothing conventional about Abdi Rakhmonov, aside from his stance when he decides to fight conventional.
Well, if he plans on fighting a little bit longer, we're not talking about bare knuckle, we're talking about regular boxing.
Yes.
We have to get his conditioning better. His conditioning has to become a lot better than it was after 3 rounds.
He's fighting in spurts, as you...
We're talking about earlier.
Exactly.
Fighters fighting in spurts.
Especially being 23 years of age. I mean, that's... You want to be able to have condition to be able to last at least 4. A little bit of swelling above the right eye of Veron. As this crowd, still very much enthusiastic, trying to cheer on their man. They are chanting Samad, the Samad Abdi Rakhmonov, 1-0 as a pro boxer, taking on the 10-9 Nicholas Veron, big right hand by Abdi Rakhmonov to begin the fourth. This is not easy for Veron to fight a guy that is as unorthodox and with a unique style like Abdi Rakhmonov.
Good movement, good legs, good movement.
He just popped Veron with the left, and then he clipped him with the right hook as Veron came forward.
Well, what I talked about earlier, tying the guy up is a part of boxing. That's what he's doing.
Very smart and astute on his part. He pops Veron with the jab. Right to the body by Veron. Mentioned about fighting in spurts. Abdi Rakhmonov is the one initiating the clinches. Veron looking to close the distance, but Abdi Rakhmonov ties him up, and they'll have to reset. Mouthpiece is out. Time being called. And as he gets his mouthpiece on, he's got his hand on the top rope, and he's gasping for air. I believe there's a cut above the right eye of Abdi Rakhmonov from our standpoint. There's a little bit of a cut above the right eye of Samat Abdi Rakhmonov. Curious to see if that was from a butt or from a punch. Also, for the audience, we do not have the clock in front of us, so at this point, I would assume we're headed towards the final end.
Yes, we're under a minute.
Yeah, it have to be.
I think the last 30 seconds now.
It's great to be sitting here next to you for a variety of reasons, but also because you got that internal clock. You see some blood above the right eye of Abdi Rakhmonov. Final 10 seconds of what has been an entertaining matchup between Samat Abdi Rakhmonov and the Argentinian. It was entertaining.
Very, very, very entertaining fight.
Indeed. And we will go to the scorecards. Abdi Rakhmonov, though, blood streaming outside of his right eye.
It could have been from a hit, but I truly believe it was from a left hook.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause for both of these warriors here in the ring. And now we go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges have this contest identical 39-35 to the winner by unanimous decision. And still the HBA middleweight champion of the world, the pride of Kazakhstan, Samat Kyrgyz Abdi Rakhmonov.
So guys, still undefeated. The Floyd from Kyrgyzstan, Samat Abdi Rakhmonov. Samat, how are you? Tell us about your emotions. You are the steel champion of hardcore boxing.
Всех приветствую, всем ассаламу алейкум, Дубай! Хочу сказать спасибо всем, кто за меня болеет, кто пришел поддержать меня, моим тренерам. Спасибо вам, пацаны, мало, братан, лет, братан. Спасибо. Совсем недавно я дрался по кулакам, 3 недели назад, и тут у меня бой. Я, конечно, не смог отказать здесь. Возможно, не в самом лучшей своей форме вышел, но в следующий раз выйдем намного лучше. Вам спасибо отдельное большое, Толя. И всему хардкору. То, что вы делаете, это колоссально. Это просто нереально. И что могу сказать? В СНГ меня называют кыргызский Флойд. Но я с самого начала говорил, что я не хочу быть Флойдом. Пускай в скором времени лучше Флойдом будет называть американский Самат, что ли. Всем спасибо.
Just 3 weeks before, Samat had his champion fight on bare knuckle. And now he is the champion again. Samat, our congratulations. And one more remark for his American fans. He don't want to be anymore Floyd from Kyrgyzstan. He want to be Samat from
Америка.
Samat from United States, our champion. Samat Kyrgyz Abdi